here in St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States, and it is Thursday. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day. It is Thursday, October 2nd, and I have just started my 31 projects in 31 days videos. Every day I'm doing one project, and I'm going to show you multiple projects from both the September to December mini catalog and also the new online exclusives. There's actually some that are new online exclusives that are being released in November. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek toward the end of the month. I'm not sure yet. I haven't gotten that far. We're on a day-by-day basis this month. I spent the day in Columbia, Missouri with our son. Today we did a college tour, business school tour. So a friend of mine texted me and said, "Are you working on your projects?" I was like, "Oh no, not even close." So here I am. I'm going to call today a public service announcement. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there is a stamp set in the new catalog called Love and Courage, and it is actually every holiday catalog. Stampin' Up does a charity event where they donate money to a cause with an item that is bought. This year it's called Love and Courage, and it's a stamp set with a pretty cancer ribbon, and it could be pink for breast cancer or one of the other colors. Today's card I am doing pink because it's breast cancer awareness. So two things. It is $25, and it is $3 from every set that's sold will go towards breast cancer research. And then the other PSA is get your mammogram. Okay. All right. Enough of that because nobody wants to talk about that. Let's make today's card. We'll turn it around here. If you're watching, let me know where you are and let me know that you're here. That would be great. Let me get my laptop set up so I can watch any comments. All right, so the Love and Courage stamp set it's a good stamp set. It has this pretty sunflower that has nice words. There's love, there's hope, there's thank you for supporting me throughout my battle. I think this is a great one because sometimes you just need a thank you card for those kind of things. And then friends don't let friends fight cancer alone. That's probably my second favorite, but my real favorite is it's okay to not be okay. And I think probably every cancer survivor could probably vouch for that, right? So we're going to pair this with the sunflower embossing folder, which is also one of my favorite things. And it's big. It's about 6 by 8, and we're going to use it. We're going to pair it with the sunflower embossing folder, and then we're going to use the stamp set, and then we're also going to use my other favorite dies. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know somehow I always end up pulling out the Stylish Shapes dies, and they are that versatile. So let's get going. All right, Pretty in Pink is probably one of the perfect breast cancer colors. I'm going to pull in a little bit of Strawberry Slush as well to give it a little bit of depth. But I've got an 8.5 by 5.5 card base, so I'm going to go ahead, fold that. I'm going to set that aside because we don't need that right away, but I just like to do that and get that going. All right, now I have a 4 by 5.25 panel. What I'm going to do with this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the largest Stylish Shapes die, and I'm going to die cut a circle right kind of close to the top, kind of a little above center, and I'm going to die cut that. Usually I don't do that. I usually have that done, but I thought today I would go ahead and cut that while we're here. All right, so I'm going to put that on my plate. My plates, I just ordered new plates. If you come to my in-person classes, you're going to be so excited that my plates are going away. I'm getting new ones. Okay, so I'm going to run that through first. My machine right here. So that's the first step. And it moved. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's cut another one really quick. Funny. This is why I usually do it beforehand, right? Oh my goodness. All right, so I have more pretty in pink paper, Lucky Day. And I'm gonna cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. If you're just joining me, welcome. Thanks for watching. This is day 2 of 31, and we are using the Love and Courage stamp set today, which is the charity item in the mini catalog. So it's not a holiday stamp set today, but it is seasonal with the breast cancer research donation. Hey Pam Post, thanks for watching. All right, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna put this back on my thing. If this doesn't work, we'll just pretend like we didn't do it. All right. So I'm gonna run this through, and I wanted to show you this piece first because you could do it one of 2 ways. You could run it through first, like I just did, and have a solid pink circle cut out of the front. You could also run it through the embossing folder first, and then you would have that piece. I just wasn't sure how that stitching would show if we had already run it through the embossing folder. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it in my embossing folder. And this is a 3D embossing folder, so you don't need all the extra clear plates or the messed up plates like I have. You just need the plate 4 if you have the new Stampin' Up machine. You just need the 1 layer. So I'm gonna run that through with the embossing folder. Ta-da. So now we have sunflowers on our panel. I'm gonna save this piece for another use later. All right, we're not gonna glue this down yet. I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm going to stamp this big, pretty sunflower. It's a half sunflower, and then it has nice words. It says support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, and believe. So I think this is a really nice stamp. And it could be any type of cancer. So we're gonna ink this up with Pretty in Pink. I'm gonna make it a pink sunflower today. And I just cut a white piece. I don't even really know how big this is. 3.5 by 4. I didn't want it to be behind my whole pink panel because I didn't want it to show on the edges. And I'm gonna stamp it right in the middle. Stamp it right in the middle of that. I always have to stand up to do this when I'm, so I can actually see. All right, there we go. So we have our words. Now, I'm gonna put the ink aside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto the back of our panel so that those words show through. All right, so to do that, to make it easy, I'm just gonna run my adhesive around the edge of that circle because that's where we want it to stick for sure. You could do this with any stamp, do a little peekaboo type thing. It'd be perfect. Actually, I don't want to do adhesive all over because I'm going to do dimensionals. And then I'm going to place it behind. So since my stamp, my white piece that I stamped on is smaller than my panel, then I don't have to worry about it coming off the edges. But if your paper is 4 inches and you have to move it a little bit, then not a big deal. Just trim it off on the edge. Okay. All right. So the new starter kit specials have started. Some of you may have already bought the kit. It is $35, which is normally $99. So $35 would get you, oh, I don't have any white dimensionals. I just have black ones. Goodness gracious. All right, well, no, I don't want to use black ones. Well, we'll just go flat. How's that? That's what we're gonna do. $35 gets you $125 worth of merchandise, which is amazing. It's the best deal they've ever had. Or if your wish list is really long, then you can do the regular $99 join special, and then you would get $189. Amazing, amazing. All right, so there's that piece. Got my ribbon. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the inside, get that in the inside, and then I'm gonna dress this up just a little bit. We're going simple because sometimes you just need a simple card. We could leave it just like this and it's beautiful, but I'm gonna add another pink ribbon. And I'm going to do Friends Don't Let Friends Fight Cancer Alone. I would guarantee that everybody who's watching this has had a friend or a family member who's had some type of cancer. So this is a good one. Okay. And then let's go ahead and add the little ribbon. I think that's also a good thing. Yes, you also get a paper pumpkin kit. You automatically get the business supplies. A lot of my people are not interested in business supplies. They just want to be a happy shopper and get a discount. Woohoo! Because 20% off of every order sounds amazing, right? But there's also no shipping. So that right off the top, if you do the $99 and get $189, that is almost a $20 extra value because you get free shipping. So that's definitely one thing to think about. Okay, now here's my card. I'm gonna take a little piece of strawberry slush ribbon. This is the strawberry slush faux linen ribbon, and I'm gonna make the ribbon just like this. All right, I'm gonna have to put a glue dot in the middle. I think that's the best way to hold it. And I'm gonna put it right about there. And then I'm gonna close my ribbon. I struggled with that a little bit earlier, trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. We're just gonna do our ribbon. You wanna lay it as flat as possible. If it's not completely flat and it gets crushed in your envelope, it's gonna pop back up. Oh, I thought I got it stuck on my finger for a second. So the strawberry slush and the pink, pretty and pink coordinate quite nicely, actually. Let's go up just a little bit. All right, now I had a scrap of the ribbon, so that's why it's short. I have a whole roll too, just in case. But all right, so we have our breast cancer ribbon. I'm gonna glue that right here on this lower corner. All right, I'm gonna use another glue dot. Ooh, hi Sandy. Ooh, Yvonne, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you found me. Yvonne was trying to make sure how to find me, and she's here, so that makes me happy. All right, and I'm just gonna put that right here on the corner. Now, I'm gonna go with the ribbon as good as is. It doesn't necessarily need anything to cover that glue dot because the ribbon I think is thick enough that it's not gonna hurt anything, but I have some strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems, and I think it could use some gems because bling is big, right? All right, I'm gonna go with the strawberry slush just so it's a little bit extra showy, so you can actually see it. These gems, they come in white too, but I don't want the white ones. That's the boring side. Or the plain. It's not boring, it's just plain. And then let's put one up. Let's put one up here. All right, on my first sample, I also put one right here on the middle of the ribbon just to make sure I covered up the glue dot, but I don't think I need it. So here you go. Here is today's project. Not holiday. I promise we're getting towards the holidays, but we've got our support ribbon with our breast cancer research charity set, the Love and Courage. It is $25 and $3 from every stamp set that is sold goes towards breast cancer research. So there you have it. There's the inside. Thank you all for watching me, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Our son has a soccer game at 4 or 4:15 at school, so I will be on tomorrow afternoon at 3. So 3 o'clock Central Time. I will look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.